In today's video, we're going to go over 3 more signs that God may be calling you to a greater purpose. So let's dive in to sign number 4. So sign number 4 is isolation. I mean, I received a text message like, have a nice life. For real. I got that. Like I said in video number 1, I've kind of gone down a rabbit hole because I really felt several weeks ago, about 8 weeks ago, I felt this call from God. Actually, I feel like it was more of like a massive conviction, and which turned into a calling. And so anyway, but it's kind of funny because I have had this happen to me a few times in my life, and I didn't really understand it. And so now I do. Anyway, I have lost, not lost. Let me just say this. My friends are still my friends, right? But you go through seasons and times in your life where some friends fade into the background, and like I could call them today. And they would be my friends. But I'm just saying God does have people, and you go through different seasons where you might go a year without speaking to a friend. So look at the isolation. So if it's happening to you, if you're feeling isolated, and maybe God's, pulling a few people out of your life for various reasons, just think of it as this is a time and space for you to be quiet and maybe read the Bible, pray, journal, spend time alone, like really find the answer to that call. Oh, I was going to tell you a quick story because not only have I received that message, like have a nice life, which was just so crazy. In July, talk about the most craziest thing is I lost my Facebook page. So I've talked about it a few times, but I had 5 pages for business and personal all together. And I lost it literally virtually right before my eyes, right in front of my eyes. It just poof, went away. And that was my form of communication with my friends, with my family. It's like your connection to the world, even when you're not 100% connected. We talk about massive isolation and honestly, a massive wake-up call from God. Like sign number 5 is confirmation. God uses people in our life, right? People that we're surrounded by, we spend time with, and he uses those people, maybe even just someone at the grocery store, to give you confirmation as to what you're hearing that is God's calling. So for example, but let's just say somebody is a foot doctor or like a counselor. Like they're a counselor for a living. But let's just say deep down in their heart, right? They became a counselor 20 years ago, 30 years ago, and they've been doing counseling and it's weighing on them lately, right? Maybe it's weighing on them deep down inside. They haven't said anything to anyone, but deep down inside, they're like, I feel discontent, which is sign number 1. I feel discontent with what I'm doing. I'm not feeling fulfilled. I'm not feeling satisfied. I'm having a thirst and a hunger for something more. And they feel like God has a bigger purpose for them. God has a greater calling for them, but they're afraid, right? Apprehensive, which is sign number 3. Like they're apprehensive. But here's how God can use confirmation. So I can think of a million times where I've been at an event and like someone's say they're the counselor and they're like, oh yeah, I've been doing it for 30 years and and they're like deep down inside. But then all of a sudden, within a few minutes, they're like doing something else. I don't know what it is, but they're just like doing this amazing thing over here. And this is their hidden secret talent, right? And everybody in the room is like, wait, what? This is your gift. This is your talent. And so God would be using us, this person, like the people giving you confirmation saying, no, that is your talent. So they may have a deep down longing or desire down deep inside to do this other thing, but they're afraid, apprehensive. They're afraid. They're not sure. They hear it. They feel it. They feel the tug. They feel the pull from God. Okay, which is what happened to me, and they feel it, but they don't act on it. They don't act on it. But here's some of the signs. So these are the signs that are confirmation. I can tell you in the last 6 months, I have literally had people come up to me in person. I've had people call me on the phone, and I've had people send me messages via text or whatever, confirming what I'm feeling the calling is real and is true. Sign number 6 is, oh yeah. So this is a good one. So sign number 6 is your current efforts are fruitless. I can think of many situations and many people that this could apply to. If you're not in alignment with what God's calling you to do and what your true calling is and your true purpose and your true passion, if you're not in alignment with that, I feel like the harder you try to do the thing that you're trying to do, it just doesn't work. So let's say, right? So say you think this is the calling, you think you're doing the right thing or whatever, but it's not producing any fruit. So I can honestly say, without a doubt, I love what I do. Yes, I love empowering women. Yes, I love it. But if you're being called to that greater purpose or that next level that God has for you, then all of a sudden, or even maybe for a while, those efforts may be fruitless. Signs. I picked these specific 6 signs because they were so loud and clear to me. From the message and the conviction that I received about 8 weeks ago, that I had to share them because maybe you have recently, maybe that's why you're on this video, and there's a confirmation, a sign that you are searching, you're feeling desire, longing, like that's in video number 1. But does that make sense? So anyway, I hope this helped you. I hope this inspired you. Don't be afraid. Get some support. Talk to someone. Comment below. Let me know. I will see you in the next video.